today was a pretty good day. Got to sleep in a little bit to catch up with my 3 hours of sleep, and yeah, everything went pretty smooth, where we're supposed to be. But I've been connecting with a brother, and it's nice to get a little more one-on-one connection. Joining the group, Sons of God, it's at 150 people right now, but as it grows, it's gonna get increasingly overwhelming because of just how many, there's like too much stuff to keep up with. Like, I'd have to devote all day to reading messages. Not all day, but more time than I got other shit that I'm trying to do. So I'm really happy that we recently we didn't downsize, but we organized in such a way that we are now divided into clans of 6, and then there's a tribe above that, which is a bigger group, and then you have your general chat for everyone. But that's been really cool to see, and I think that's going to work out really well. But yeah, I'm still doing semen retention, or really abstaining from lust, not even necessarily masturbation, or just like not watching porn, but like not just not watching porn, not looking at like women's boobs or looking at their ass in real life, right? Like, you see a woman, eyes straight to her eyes. To her eyes. I mean, where else are you supposed to look, right? She's a person. So just retraining my brain to do that is, I'm really grateful I practiced some of this kind of like realizing that the exact point I look is important. I'm really grateful that I've sort of realized that a while ago. It wasn't for porn purposes, but it's working for porn purposes, or lust purposes, not porn. Corn. I will say the first 2 weeks of not releasing seed, if you want to say it that way, was really easy, to be honest, because of the group. But I'm in my 3rd week now, and I will say there are more days where my mind will start being like, well, like I've seen other brothers admit, good on them for being honest, but they admit that, hey, I fucked up. Well, I released intentionally, right? That's what we're against. We're not trying to do that consciously. There are circumstances where you can't avoid it, but so props to them for being honest, because I know, in my mind, like when I start to struggle, my mind immediately starts going to, well, first of all, they'll forgive you, or you didn't even have to tell them, right? Like, I could lie. I won't. I'm not going to do that. But that's one of the things that's coming up now is, I could ease my emotions and just do it. But the thing that's actually really stopping me from going deeper into lust and really bathing in it, I suppose you could say, is that I'm part of this group of brothers that we're all trying to help each other. So I know that if I did relapse, I would put the message in there saying I relapsed. And just the thought of doing that is helping not to do it. Like, I don't want to put that message in there. That's something I'm avoiding, putting that message in there. Of the other reasons, I know that lust is not what I should be doing. I know, I like head knowledge know that. I don't think my body knows that yet. Clearly it doesn't, because it, you know, wakes up fucking fantasizing and stuff, but you know, we'll get there. It'll figure it out eventually. It'll realize sooner rather than later that what we're doing right now is what we should have been doing from the get-go. We were amongst a crowd where that was okay, right? And unless you have the information, which none of us really do from that, like, I mean, you're extremely lucky if you grow up, like, not just being told that porn is bad, but like knowing. And unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person that, it has been my experience that I come into the knowing through making mistakes. And sometimes I have to make that mistake many times, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because then I can explain it in a way where others understand. So there's, you know, I go through the fire, but then I can help other people not go through the fire, I suppose. At least I hope. Hopefully some of my words have helped some people in my life. I don't know. You never really know the downstream effects of what you do. You just do your best. Just, yeah, do your best and be patient. And so much of it, it's a really confusing balance, actually, or maybe it's not confusing, but this balance of letting go, as in, I don't, you know, like me picking what I want to do, like kind of letting go that I even know what I want. But there's this like blurry line, right, where's that line between me sitting and doing absolutely nothing and me choosing what I'm aiming at? Because I'm not even sure that I should be choosing where I'm aiming at. I guess I'm learning that intuitive feeling of, is this me choosing where I'm going, or is this God choosing where I'm going? I feel like I'm going where God wants me to go right now, which is pretty good. At least that feels good. But just letting go of how we're gonna end up, because I have no idea. You know, it's like, I can sort of relate this to, and maybe let's, like, long-term plans. This is a new idea I've had recently where I've run across. I did not generate this idea, but long-term plans are kind of like they're kind of like a hope and a dream. Like, if you make a plan for 5 years from now, I just started trucking, you know, 10 months ago, I started driving. I have this plan, you know, I can sort of get like a crappy hallucination of what 10 years from now might look like. But there's absolutely I don't feel there's any way I could ever even come close to knowing what it's gonna look like. Like, even making a plan for like a week from now, just in my experience, is like, good fucking luck with that being true. I mean, there's some like real basic day-to-day stuff you can plan on, right? But you can't, like, you really can't count on a lot of things. It's just unlimited ways that things could go, in even a slight deviation can send you so far off But ultimately, you're going to end up somewhere that you like in the end. Hopefully you get to experience that place you like while you're alive, but you'll get somewhere you like eventually. Yes, just that letting go and trusting. I feel when you first start doing it, it doesn't feel very safe. Like, it doesn't feel very safe to me or make much sense. But I feel that eventually it will make sense. I just need more time, more patience. You know? We could all use a little more patience.